All right, welcome back, everyone. It's Mr. Mundell's online class for the Corona break. I had to redo this whole video because I put a song in my first video, and YouTube made me delete it. So I will repost this. You probably saw a post for like 1 minute, and that was the video that I have to redo. So this is round two. So I created a lesson plan for the next 2 weeks that you can complete online, and I'm going to post it all at once so that you can kind of complete it at your own pace when you have some time available. First, if you could fill out this Google form, it gives me a little bit of feedback about what technology you have, what streaming options you have, and then just checking in on how you're doing. Let me know. I'm interested to see what everyone's up to. If you click to classwork, these 4 lesson plans are going to be posted once I upload this video, and they'll be what you'll be completing for the next week. These will all be due on Wednesday. So the first assignment you have is to watch a video, Sicko. Just wanted to quickly, the goals for this whole unit is that students will be able to compare and contrast the current U.S. healthcare system to other countries and connect it with the current healthcare debate in America. So through this unit, you're going to be learning about the U.S. healthcare system, but also how it relates to like France, Canada, Cuba, and other countries around the world. We'll connect these ideas with the healthcare debate that's going on in our politics. So between some of the candidates running for president as we move towards the election in November. So the goal is that at the end, you're going to use this information to develop your own argument for a healthcare plan that you think America should adopt. And you're going to critique or build off the arguments of others. So we'll do kind of an online seminar where you'll post your initial idea, and then we'll kind of give feedback to each other and build. So before we can get to that debate, though, we need to build kind of our foundation. Before we even watch the movie, we want to read, okay, what are the critiques of it? So it does take like an emotional stance. It focuses mostly on like those very vulnerable populations of people who do not have health care. So we look at how are they not being served in that healthcare system. I posted a PDF or document so you can do it online or write it on a sheet of paper. But there's 7 questions we're going to answer, and the link is right here. So it goes through some critiques of this movie we're going to watch called Sicko. It talks about the U.S. healthcare system. The movie is from 2007, but it's fairly accurate with today's healthcare system, and we'll actually look at how it's changed since the movie after we finish it. So as you read the article, you're going to look how many people are insured, how many people die each year due to the lack of coverage, how does the World Health Organization rank countries, and then we'll compare to France and Canada. The last question is non-elective surgeries. So these are surgeries that are not emergencies. Elective means they're a choice. So this would be like a knee replacement, hip replacement, things that aren't life-threatening necessarily, but still surgeries that improve your quality of life. So America is actually in the top 2 for speed of getting these specialized treatments completed. Part of that reason is medical students, instead of focusing on like primary care in a hospital, they focus more on these specialties. So what is the incentive leading to that? So you can answer these questions from the article and turn them in online. So lesson 2 is where we're actually going to watch the movie. Before you watch it, please read the disclaimer. So it gives you a little bit of background about the documentary. And they say yes or no, I want to watch it. If you don't feel comfortable watching it, or your parent or guardian do not, I have a separate assignment that I will give you. But I think the movie actually is a lot more engaging and a lot more fun. It's PG-13, so it's suitable for your age group, but I just wanted to give you that heads up. Okay, so you'll answer 2 questions before watching. So what do you know about Michael Moore? And then you'll just think, okay, would you want to pay more taxes for free government-sponsored healthcare? Why or why not? Then you'll go to the Vimeo and you'll watch. So it's 2 hours, and it chronicles different individuals' navigation through the healthcare system. It's really emotional. It's hard to watch at times. And it's basically the history of healthcare in America and how it's changed into kind of what it's become today. As you're watching, there's about 13 questions that you can be answering while you watch. And it goes to multiple countries, so Cuba, Great Britain, France, Canada, United States. For each of those, list some of those services that they provide in each of those countries so that we can compare later on. Then after you watch the movie, there's 10 questions. You're going to pick 5 that you want to answer. So you're going to answer 5 of those questions. And most of these are just, how are you feeling? What do you feel about this idea, this idea? It's kind of just getting your opinion on things after watching the movie. So you'll upload that. Lesson 3 is there's an article. So that movie is from 2007. So this article fast forwards 10 years. So in 2017, how has the healthcare system changed? And it talks about that movie and what's changed since then. So you'll scroll through, and then there's 5 questions to answer on this article. And it talks a bit about Obamacare. How did Obamacare, so the Affordable Care Act, how did it change some of those problems that we were seeing in the movie? Good. And then that finally brings us to the current healthcare debate that we're having. So you'll go to this link, and there's 5 buzzwords that you typically hear during political debates when people talk about healthcare. We're going to learn what those 5 things are. So there's single payer, Medicare for all, the public option, government-run healthcare, and universal coverage. So what these 5 things are. So when you read, there's another 5 questions to answer, and it's just explaining what each of those different healthcare plans, what they are, how do they compare to each other. The final piece that you'll do is we'll have an online debate, and you're going to make an argument for some type of healthcare plan that you think America should adopt, using evidence from these different articles and any outside sources that you want to bring in. We'll post those online at a later date, and you'll give some comments, feedback to others on their arguments. And that will be kind of wrapping up this unit before we go on our actual spring break. Other than that, you can upload any late or missing work, which some of you have been doing. Make sure everyone has that 100% when we get back. Feel free to email me, and then please make sure to fill out the Google form. I will continue to update on Google Classroom, so just keep an eye out for that.